Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves. We're all on this journey to love. And I'm going to share something that I saw in a healing yesterday because I went to a Japanese tea ceremony and gong bath last night. And one of the things at the beginning of the session, she always uses different things for you to connect. And one was a feather, and then the other one was actually a piece of rope. But the piece of rope was lit, so it was smouldering at the end. And the rope we've had lots of times in messages, because there is the golden thread that runs between you, the rope that always ties you together. And she'd never used that before. She'd had the feather before each time, but never the rope. And that day I had done a healing for a lady. And basically in the healing I saw them as kids, and they were climbing up this climbing frame. And it was like a red triangular climbing frame. And I could see that her twin's hand was above her and was like coming like this to pull her up. And she said, and she was holding their hand, but she said the healing was about that she was afraid that he was going to let her go. And so, you know, basically, well, that's a common fear, isn't it? That it's not going to last, that you're going to let me go. That if I let go, then, you know, if I don't cling on to your hand, then we'll be separated forever, right? So the fear of letting go, the fear of abandonment, the fear of being dropped, all of those things. And her twin says to her, but you can never let me go, because there is the golden thread that runs between us. And there is a golden rope that ran from his solar plexus. And then when she looked down, she saw the golden rope from her solar plexus. And again, it was that acknowledgement of that we are tied together by this rope, by this thread that is always there no matter what. And so then they get up to the top of this climbing frame, and it was significant because it was red. It was the root chakra. So to do some root chakra healing was coming through yesterday. And when they got to the top, it turned out that it was the inside of a helter-skelter. And when they get to the top, there was like this big slide, and then we do some heart healing and sort of chanting and various things that I'm guided to do. And then they both jump off the slide, and the slide turns into a rainbow. So again, just really, really lovely, very symbolic. You know, the root chakra is all about anxieties and fears, right? So when you're listening to this, if this, you know, kind of analogy and this vision really brings up something for you, then do some root chakra clearing. There's loads of stuff. Just go onto YouTube, root chakra clearing or healing, and loads of information. So basically all what you have to do is, and so that's all about, you know, basically feeling supported by the universe, feeling grounded, feeling rooted to this connection, and releasing all the anxiety, fear, worry, you know, the fear of that letting go thing. So that was such a powerful thing. She was so frightened to let go of his hand, because she thought, well, if I let go, then that's it, you know. So it was really significant that when I went to the gong bath later, which is sound healing, the thing that she passed around was this burning rope. And she'd never done it before. So the burning rope is also, right, so the burning rope is basically that thing that you've lit the ember, right? And the ember is burning, and getting shorter and shorter and shorter, and basically bringing you back together. Because the flame, you know, that flame is just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. So a really nice message, you know, that comes through. You know, I just love how all the messages that are interlinked and come through from different people and different experiences and all of that. So, somebody asked me to read letter 123. So I am going to read 123 from the book. And it is this. It is, I think that you are the coolest person I have ever met. In every way you wake me up, surprise me, shake my senses. It's the most wonderful feeling when you feel like you've been living in a cloud the whole of your life. And then someone comes along to show you that there really is a rainbow. There really is a possibility, a meaning to be fully me, fully happy, not just happy, but completely lit up with love and with passion. With a desire to spend the rest of my life making you happy, loving you, adoring you, pleasing you and bringing you pleasure in every single way. To know that you are mine and I am yours is just such an overwhelmingly beautiful thing. I am truly in awe of everything about you and this love. You are my home. Okay, so you are my home. I think I love that one when the letter says, you are the coolest person. So, letter 1, 2, 3. I am all around you. Look for the signs that come in nature. When you see a white feather, whose name is the first name that pops into your head? When you hear a song on the radio and it chimes a bell in your heart, who do you think of? Trust in your heart. Trust that your heart will always guide you back to me. And trust in your divine journey to find your light and our light together. I live in you, not outside of you. So go within your heart, and in those moments of peace and deep inner knowing, you will feel your way to me. Follow the feathers, follow the divine light in you to bring you back to me. There you go, the feather, right? Just as I was talking about the feathers, of course the letter references the feathers. So, letter 1, 2, 3. There's so much that I wish I'd said and done. I kick myself all the time about the mistakes I've made and what a complete fool I've been. But in my defense, and I hope you accept my apology for everything, I'm sure that I put you through the mill, but I want you to know that I was scared beyond words. I couldn't bear letting you in for fear of losing you. I just couldn't let myself let my walls down. But I know that you will never let me down, never hurt me, always be there for me. I want to do the same for you. I'm wanting to make up for lost time and tell you how much I love you. Every day for eternity. Right. Well, there you go. That's the message saying, I want to make up for lost time. I want to tell you how much I love you every day for eternity. Just gorgeous. So thank you who asked for 1, 2, 3, because it was just, again, as always, perfectly fitting. And I'm just going to pull a Starman tarot. Hang on, sorry, I'm just going to have to put this up here. Oh, look, there you go. Never give up. Oh, isn't that brilliant? It's right by the never give up sign. So, yes. So, basically, I'm just going to get the tarot deck out. And let's pull one for today to see what energy all of those who are in a twin flame, divine love journey are in today. Oh, look at that. It's moving to put the heart right in the middle of the thing. Isn't that amazing? Well, there you go. Love lifts us up. And there's water as well. So always use water to help you cleanse your energy. And drink water. Have the intent to bring your union in through water. Oh, look at that. Death. It's the death card. So transformation. Transformation of the old into the new. Where are things in your life you need to being like basically eclipsed out of your life. So I know that this too shall pass. This highly revered card does not signify physical death. It heralds the death of a particular situation externally or part of you internally. Like all major transitions, it brings with it substantial amounts of grief, anxiety, hopelessness and fear. The end of a chapter in life can be hard to accept, but accept it you must if you are to move on. Death depicts the ghostly resonance of an inhabited skeleton floating in space, an abstract environment with golden mathematical patterns, nature, numbers, flowers, and other symbols indicate transformation. The skull and withered leaves denote death and decay, the life and juice sucked out of form. The brilliant and seductive orchid blossoms represent regeneration, virility, sexuality, and fertility, the potent visual sensory language of flowers. Wow, that's quite amazing. It's my grand's funeral tomorrow, and we have orchids for her wreath. So, death and birth are twins, intimately linked. We can't have one without the other. They work together. One leads to the other, and the presence of one calls to the presence of the other. In a very real sense, we are living the cycles of death and rebirth all at the same time. Notice it references the twins as well. Every night we sleep, we experience a mini-death. The dissolution of awareness of the physical body makes way for the mental dream body, which then dissolves to enter deep sleep, silent, empty awareness. On his deathbed, the great philosopher Socrates exhorted his followers to practice dying as the highest form of wisdom. The Tibetans don't view life as a straight line from A to B like we do in the West. Rather, it's seen as a full circle where birth and death connect with one another, like an electricity circuit that conducts energy. According to most branches of religion and mystical tradition, it is the soul, the repository of integrity and neutrality as witness, that continues or transmigrates beyond death. Mind with its memories, ideas and values are left behind with the body at death. Death indicates that sudden and unexpected change is imminent. The ending of a major phase or aspect of your life is to be trusted. Death is the master cleanser. If you surrender to the process of dissolution, the letting go of situations and ways of being that you have outgrown, allowing it to unfold naturally, there will be much new growth and new life. We can use death as a catalyst to awaken to life. Ponder, for example, how you would live life if you knew you were going to die in a year's time. What authentic risks would you take? What conversations would you have? A Year to Live by Stephen Levine suggests that we don't wait for a death sentence. With every breath you take, someone in the world dies. Death, darkness, and difficulty are needed as much as light, ease, and flow. The death card indicates an ending of a major phase is to be trusted. Surrender to it, awaken to life, and awaken to new growth. Strip yourself bare, shuffle off your current identity, and rebirth yourself. Wow, that is a strong message today. A rebirth, Where is it that you need to, just let go and trust, surrender, really, just like, I can see why it's the death, because the hand that I saw in the healing and she was afraid to let it go, that's a rebirth, isn't it? It's letting go of that, the fear of doing that is such an innate fear of abandonment and being left, and being, not good, and, basically all of those feelings that it brings up. But it's time to let those go. So it is a rebirth. It's into a rebirth of confidence, of surrender to the universe, surrender to the higher power, and surrender to the outcome and the truth and the belief in the bigger picture, basically. This is what this is about, surrendering all truth. Look at this. Within the golden circle, there is a key, and you hold the sacred keys for each other. So that is the message. Just know that you hold the sacred keys to the other. That's around where the solar plexus is and the root chakra. And this is all about saying you have the power, right? You have the power. You have the sacred keys for each other. So let everything else, all of those fears, all of those doubts die. Rise up to a new you. All right, I hope that helps. If you want to have a channel letter, only $10. If you want to have healings, readings, only $20. The 1111 reading, which is so cool, it gives so much insight. I read one of these cards, so I ask, what's the main energy for you and your twin for this year? And then I read you the card, whichever card comes, and then also give you, if you pick a letter between 1 and 266, I also read from the Divine Love Letter books that particular message which is needed for you from your twin, because your twin will work through each one of these letters. The other thing, look at that. Underneath the death is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is what the card that we had the other day. This is the spiritual marriage into the physical, strong foundations, So there you go. Let go of all the fear and doubt and step into the Four of Wands and the Chariot. Brilliant. All right, take care. Bye.